Aloha kako. Today we're gonna do things a little different. So back in season 1, I talked about how one of the things that make our Moʻolelo or Ka'au Hawaii unique are that they don't rely on straightforward or linear timelines, meaning that you could follow one specific path in a story and then next thing you know, bam, the Kanaka Ha'i Moʻolelo or storyteller will switch it up on you, and then you're following a totally different storyline that is still somewhat tied to the overall Moʻolelo that's being shared. So in a way, it's kind of like our Moʻokuauhau, yeah? You can follow the genealogy of one specific Kanaka and end up going all over the place, only to step back and realize that everything is connected. It's pretty trippy, and not gonna lie, it kind of makes my brain want to explode sometimes. So you guys have been learning a lot about my story, but I kind of want to put a pause on that and shine some light back on the ʻAina that I was raised on and still reside on today, because according to our Kuana Ike Hawaii and our Moʻolelo Hawaii, ʻAina plays a huge role in our stories. So basically, without our ʻAina, there would be no characters in the story. We would cease to exist. So yeah, let's get into it. So I was raised in the Moku or district of Puna on Hawaii Island, specifically in the ahupuaʻa or land division of Waiakahiʻula. Most people know it today as the Hawaiian Beaches or also Hawaiian Shores Subdivision, but I want to make it clear that the inoa maoli or the true name of this ʻAina is Waiakahiʻula. Come say it with me now. We go say them together. E ho'opili mai. And I go try to make them easy for you, okay? So we go break them down. So there's Waiakahiʻula, but to make it even easier, it can go like this, okay? Waia, you know how like we have Waiakea in Hilo? Well, in Puna we have Waiakahiʻula. Waiakahiʻula. Okay, we go put them together now. Waiakahiʻula. One more time. Waiakahiʻula. Bam, you get them. Now, what does that word mean? Well, that's exactly what we're going to learn about today. No leila kako eia ka moʻolelo o Waiakahiʻula. I'm excited. So during my vow appeal, I attended Keonepoko Elementary School. The school opened up the very year I was born, and interestingly enough, Keonepoko Elementary is actually named after the ahupuaʻa that's located right next to Waiakahiʻula. So when they were constructing the school, I think they must have believed that they were building in the ahupuaʻa of Keonepoko, but the school is actually located in the ahupuaʻa of Waiakahiʻula. So yeah, but okay, when I was a student there, I remember hearing rumors that the school was built on top of a big ancient Hawaiian battleground where plenty warriors got killed, and because of this, supposedly the school was super haunted. So of course, most of us haumana there would take those rumors and use it to freak each other out, especially whenever one of us had to go bathroom. We'd always joke that the ghost would go after someone whenever they're on the toilet, which actually made a lot of us scared to go to the bathroom by ourselves. Anyway, so I recently found a document online where Auntie Piʻilani Kaʻawaloa shared the story of Waiakahiʻula with the Kawaiola newspaper. Now, for those who don't know, Auntie Piʻilani is a long-time resident of Puna. Her ohana has been here for several generations, and she's recognized as one of our treasured Hawaiian cultural practitioners that we have today. In fact, the first mele oli or Hawaiian chant that I ever learned was taught to us haumana at Keonepoko Elementary by Auntie Piʻilani herself. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I featured that oli in another earlier Mokuna. But okay, so the story that Auntie Piʻilani shared actually came from her mother, who was responsible for passing on numerous moʻolelo and ike Hawaii kind things down to her daughter, Auntie Piʻi. And so in regards to Waiakahiʻula, this is what she had to say. First, Waiakahiʻula can also be spelled Waiakahiʻula, which translates to the place where the waters run red. Fishermen of this area say that the waters along the cliffs turn red during the season of ho'oilo, or the wet season, and the battle that occurred here began in Keonepoko Iki. This battle happened during the time of Ahia, who was a great warrior of Puna. Many of the Puna chiefs of this time ruled in the same manner as the oppressive chiefs of Ka'u, who were said to be cruel and oppressive. The ali'i who was said to be responsible for the battle of Waiakahiʻula overtaxed and overworked his people. After growing weary of the chief's numerous hanaʻino, the people rebelled against him by refusing to pay their taxes, which infuriated the ali'i. In a fit of rage, the ali'i gathered his men and ordered them to kill the people. people. However, the people were prepared to stand against him, and all the maka'ainana, or commoners, that resided along the coastline from Waiakahiʻula to Keonepoko Nui marched upland from the coast to prevent the ali'i and his men from advancing any further. The grounds where the maka'ainana confronted the ali'i and his men is the site of the current Keonepoko Elementary School. Here, a vicious battle ensued, and many people were slaughtered. During the battle, the maka'ainana, although great in numbers, summoned the many rains of Puna through ritual, which included oli and pule to aid them in the battle. A heavy rainstorm followed, and a great flood washed all of the bodies of the chief's men towards the ocean. Although the maka'ainana were victorious in their pursuit to prevent any more bloodshed, the area makai of the battlefield became a graveyard of all those who were slaughtered. Auntie Piʻilani then further added that the development built within those areas, especially near the coastline of Waiakahiʻula and Keonepoko, have encountered numerous iwi kūpuna, or human remains, and she believes that these remains may have been associated with this very battle. It's pretty interesting, yeah. And I also want to add that the entire time I was reciting that story, and when I was just trying to film this video, like my eyes won't stop tearing up. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell, but like they were tearing up the the entire time I was trying to read that, and like it's very it's kind of annoying, but I guess that just means that there's some truth behind that mo'olelo, because my body seems to be reacting to it, and it also was kind of like raining somewhat while I was reading that. I mean, you guys cannot tell, but I can see right across from me is the kai, and yeah, it was kind of pouring out there, and I don't know, it was making me kind of sad. So yeah, there has to be some truth to that story, because yeah, it's just weird. I'm getting super emotional just trying to talk about it. But yeah, according to that mo'olelo, the name Waiakahiʻula comes from that heavy flood that was summoned by the people of that ʻAina to wash away all the bodies of the chief's men. So the red waters that the story is referring to has to do with the red bloody waters. And yeah, I guess that's it, guys. He wahilea mahalo keia ia oe e ʻAnakē Piʻilani no ke kaʻana ana o keia moʻolelo ʻAina. And yeah. Okay, but if anybody else has any other mo'olelo or ike that they'd like to share regarding Waiakahiʻula or even Keonepoko, please share. Yeah, please do that. He noi ha'a'akeia. I'm actually working on another theory that I have regarding why the name Waiakahiʻula exists, and it kind of ties it back to the Pele clan. So maybe I'll share that in a future Mokuna once I have that pa'a. Mahalo for tuning in again today, guys. Kalamai for getting weirdly emotional. I guess kind of like we say, the ʻAina holds these memories, and for those of us who speak the mo'olelo out loud, the energies will flow right back into us. And yeah, e ola loa ka ʻaina o Waiakahiʻula. Aloha.
You can meet me at my hotel.